Welcome to part 4 of the best SEO tools of 2018 complete guide. And today I'm going to talk about a tool that everyone's familiar with, I'm sure. This is a free tool. This is the first free tool I've talked about in the videos so far. In the first video, we talked about Page Optimizer Pro, just to recap. Second video was Quora SEO software. Both of those tools are pretty similar. Quora is a little more in-depth though. And then the third video was about SEMrush, which I think is a pretty common tool that a lot of people are familiar with, if not using already. But for this fourth video, I'm going to talk about Google AdWords. And before you turn off the video, let me just explain that Google AdWords, in my opinion, has come a long way in the past few months as far as their keyword data and their value for SEOs. I think recently they've made a nice pivot, because before it was really tough to find good keyword data in AdWords. A lot of the data was just wrong, I think, in a lot of ways. The keyword volume wasn't exact. They'd give these really crazy ranges, and you couldn't look up data on a specific website that easily. But now you can. So I just want to run through it really quickly. Again, it's a totally free tool, as most of you know. So this is well within everyone's price range. So yeah, to get there, you go into AdWords, your main AdWords interface. You go to the wrench thing over here, click that, click on Keyword Planner, and you get this window here. Now there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can either type in a keyword phrase that you're looking up. So you could be roofers in Los Angeles, right? And then you'll hit get started, and then it'll search for it, all the terms related to roofers in Los Angeles. And you can do it that way, or you can do a site search. So you just type in a URL of any site you're looking up. So you could do, let's say, Home Depot. Keep it on the home services theme. Okay, homedepot.com, and you'll see it has a site colon homedepot.com. So it's basically doing a site colon search like you do in a Google search, only it's looking at keywords. Flies everywhere. So you're going to hit the get results button, and then it's going to pull up the keywords that it's ranking for. And this is nice because before you could really only do this using a keyword tool like SEMrush or Ahrefs. Now Google AdWords is allowing you to see all the keywords that the site is ranking for, as well as see specific keyword volume data and CPC data, which I don't remember it being this specific before. I remember them providing just really broad ranges like here, but I don't ever remember seeing a really specific volume like we're seeing now. But the really cool thing that I like about this is, well, a couple things. First of all, I mean, it's AdWords, so you can see the commercial value really easily. And it's great for if you're doing like a lead gen business or a PPL business model. If I can enlarge this at all, it'd be easier to show you. I don't know if I can, but basically, like, let's say you're trying to get into plumbing as a PPL model. So we'll go back up here and we'll type in plumbing Los Angeles. Hit get results, and in these results over to the far right, you can see the top of page bid, high range. Okay, so this is an important number. This is going to tell you, this is essentially, you can use this to determine the cost per lead of what you're going to charge your partners that you work with on PPL. So let's say you're doing plumbing in Los Angeles, so you're like, okay, if I'm going to approach partners, what's my cost per lead going to be? So that I'm actually making money by giving them leads. Well, if the top of range bid is $88.77, and let's say that our conversion is, we're converting 10 people to leads out of 100, right? So a 10% conversion rate. So you can do 88.77 times 10, and you get, oops, you get $887.70. So you can factor in like, well, I'm going to spend, to get 10 leads, you'll probably spend 800. Sorry, I'm bad at math. I'm having a brain fart. You'll probably spend $887 to get 10 leads, which is really expensive. But this is Plum, Los Angeles, so that's the way it is. But you can take that. Basically, you take that and you can apply it to the PPL, and you want to give yourself enough margin. So let's say this is, you know that you're going to have to spend this much to get a lead using AdWords, right? So you could then say, well, in order to make a profit, I would need to sell my partners on $1,000 a lead or $1,200 a lead, right? So that $1,000 would be, you know, a $200 or $123 margin, which isn't a lot. $1,200 would be, you know, roughly a $500 margin, which is a little better. But you can say, okay, well, that's how much I would have to charge per lead then, is $1,200 per lead, which seems like a lot. So you might want to try some different terms. But you get the idea. So if you're doing, the beauty is you want to find a smaller market to target, right? So you can, if you can find like a smaller city and do plumbing in Des Moines, Iowa, you can probably get this number down quite a bit and make it a lot more reasonable when pitching leads. Because with this, you're probably not going to get very good margins if you're just using AdWords. If you're using, you know, SEO and, I don't know, a bunch of different strategies to get the leads, then yeah, it could work. You could possibly charge less than you know, $1,200 or whatever. But you just have to be mindful of that when you're looking at margins and figuring out PPL stuff. But not to go on a PPL tangent, let's get back to this. So the cool thing about this, let's go back to that site example. So let's say homedepot.com. Let's say we're doing an affiliate site and we're trying to see, you know, what Home Depot's ranking for, because we're trying to sell hardware tools, or, you know, market hardware tools as an affiliate site. Okay, cool. So you can see what people are searching for to get on Home Depot. And what you can do is you can hit download keyword ideas, and this is going to prepare the report down here, and it's going to download it right here. So we have a CSV of all this keyword information related to Home Depot. And when we look at it, here it is right here. Let's make it full screen. You can see how neatly this is laid out for us, right? We have all our terms here. We have the minimum search volume, you know, the annual minimum search volume, the maximum search volume, competition level, which I still don't really buy into that much on AdWords, but that's okay. And then, of course, we have our bid prices, our top-of-page bid range, our top-of-page low bid range, and we have it all here in this neatly done CSV. And so from here, you can sort it. You could sort it however way you want in order to determine what the most profitable terms are, you know, that you're trying to rank for if you're doing affiliate. And this is just one example, but you could do something where you're, you know, basically multiplying the maximum search volume with the top of page bid, the high range, right? And then figuring out some sort of number based on that, and then ranking, and then listing these keywords based on that number. That might have sounded confusing, but anyway, you get the idea, hopefully. Don't save. All right. So anyway, this is the new Google AdWords, the new old Google AdWords, and I really like it. I think if you're only using SEMrush or Ahrefs for keyword research, this is almost worth getting rid of those, honestly. I mean, this gives you basically everything you need for keyword research. So, you know, dive into this, see if you like it, and yeah, this is part 4. So now I'm getting into some of the free tools. I think the next couple videos will also be free tools as well. Because here's the thing about SEO tools, they're a dime a dozen. There's a few paid ones that are amazing, and then there's a lot of paid ones that are just average. And then there's a lot of other paid ones that are just total garbage and a waste of money. So I'm not here to just throw a bunch of tools at you and say, here, try this, try this, try this, try this. I'm just giving you the best of what I use on a regular basis as an SEO, and you can try them out and make your own decision. But I'm very honest. Like with Quora, Quora is a tremendous software. It's very powerful, but I don't purchase Quora anymore. I only use Page Optimizer Pro for my on-page optimizations. I use SEMrush every day. I use this every day. Sorry, there's a leaf blower nearby, so I'm going to speak up. Anyway, yeah, I'm not trying to sell you on anything. I'm just showing you the tools that I use on a regular basis and that I think are the best tools in 2018. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Do all your good stuff. Share this with people who are interested. And I'm going to go before this guy attacks me with his leaf blower. Have a nice day.